Welcome to the Local Vibe podcast, unscripted, it's uncensored, the real deal straight up music talk. Please like and subscribe on YouTube and Facebook.
This is dedicated to the local musicians of Denver, Colorado. Thank you for watching. Enjoy the show.
All right. Yeah, all right, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Local Vibe. Hope everybody's doing good out there. It's Friday night tonight, December 19th. And, we're going to be doing it again here live at the Local Vibe studio. And ladies and gentlemen, I want to let you guys know, I appreciate Michael, my production guy back there, moving around and doing the production behind the scenes. We got a show for you guys tonight. We got a live performance here in just a little bit, but one of our local bands as well from in town. But first of all, I want to say thank you very much for those of you guys that are tuning in to the channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow us on Facebook. Definitely appreciate all the support and everything that you guys have been doing to make this channel grow. We're going to have some great success. We have some continued good musicians coming into the studio. All right. So without further ado, we're going to start this off with some music because that's what we do here at the Local Vibe. So ladies and gentlemen, Atomic XPerience is going to be playing some music.
Up to the facts. I'm tense and nervous and I can't relax. I can't sleep cause my bed's on fire. Don't touch me, I'm a real live wire. Psycho killer, qu'est-ce que c'est? Ba 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 ba. And I'll run, 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 run away. Oh, 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 psycho killer. Run, 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 run away. Oh, oh, oh. You start a conversation, you can't even finish it. You're talking a lot, but you're not saying anything. When I have nothing to say, my lips are sad. Say something once, why say it again? Psycho killer, qu'est-ce que c'est? Ba 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 ba. Run, 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 run away. Oh, 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 psycho killer, qu'est-ce que c'est? Ba 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 ba. Run, 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 run away. Oh, oh, oh. C'est que j'ai fait, c'est ce là.
guys killed that. Awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here at the Local Vibe live with Atomic XPerience, and they're going to play a couple more songs for us because they came prepared tonight. And ladies and gentlemen, this is what we do here at the Local Vibe. We play music for all our local musicians. This is dedicated to all the local musicians out there, and we've had some great success. So I definitely appreciate all you guys supporting, subscribing to the show, and supporting this channel. And we're going to continue to rock out just like we have been doing. So, oh, and I forget, Merry Christmas, everybody, and Happy New Year. It is the holidays if you're not ready for that. It's here. All right, guys, you guys want to do another song? Let's do another one.
Yeah.
All right, heck yeah.
Real quick and,
Yeah, all right.
get her situated.
Yes, sir.
Oh, now I can hear everybody.
All right, there you go. You're like, now I can hear. It's amazing what you can hear when you have your in-ears on, right?
Right, yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are live here at the studio at the Local Live, unscripted, unfiltered, just straight up music talk. And guess what? We also play music. So these guys, take it away.
1, 2, 3. Town of Nazareth was feeling about half past 10. Looking for some place I can lay my head. Mister, can you tell me where a man might find a bed? Just grinned and shook my head. No is all I said. Well, take your load off, Annie. Take a load for free. Take a load off, Annie. Then put the load right on me. Came back. I went looking for a place to hide. When I saw Carmen and the devil, they were walking side by side. I said, hey, Carmen, come on, let's go downtown. Well, she said, I gotta go, but my friend here can stick around. Take a load off, Annie. Take a load for free. Take a load off, Annie. Annie, put the load right on me. Right on me. Crazy cat.
Go down, Miss Moses. Ain't nothing that you can't say. It's just old Luke and Luke's waiting on a judgment day. Well, Luke, my friend, what about young Emily? He said, do me a favor, son, won't you stay and keep Annie company?
Take a load off, Annie. Take a load for free. Take a load off, Annie. And put the load right on me. Crazy just to follow me. Well, he caught me in a fall. He said, I will fix your rap if you'll take Jack my call. free. Take a load off Fanny. And you put the load right on me. Catch your cannonball, death down to the line. My back sinking low, I do believe it's time. Get back to Miss Annie, you know she's the only one. Send me here with her regards for everyone. Take a load off Annie, take a load for free. Take a load off Annie. And you put the load right on me. Thank you very much.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, that's how we do it right here at the Local Vibe studio on a Friday night. That's right. I forgot to mention that we've been doing back-to-back podcasts here. We did one last night, and then we also have Atomic XPerience here today as well. So we're going to do anything we can to get you guys in the studio. So if those of you guys that have anybody that you want to recommend this way, send them my way. They can visit us at the Local Vibe Music Podcast, and we'll definitely get them on the schedule for you guys. All right. All right. You guys want to play one more song?
Sure.
Hell yeah.
All right, man. You guys sound good. Do it.
Well, I've never been to Spain, but I kinda like music. Well, I was and they sure know how to use it. They don't abuse it, never gonna lose it. I can't refuse it. Well, I've never been to England, but I kinda like the Beatles. Well, I was headed for Las Vegas. It must be real. Oh, can you feel it? Well, it feels so good. Said it feels so good. Well, I've never been to heaven, but I kinda like Oklahoma. Now tell me I was born there. I really don't remember. In Oklahoma, not Arizona, it doesn't matter. In Oklahoma, not Arizona, it doesn't matter. Well, I've never been to Spain, but I kinda like the music. I was headed for Las Vegas. I only made it out to Needles. Mix it up. Must be real. Oh, can you feel it? I said it feels so good. It's gonna feel so good. Well, I've never been to heaven,
Awesome, man. You guys did a killer job. All right, awesome. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm going to do next is, since it is Christmas time, I'm going to play a little Christmas video for you here for just a few minutes, and that'll give us some time to get settled in and get into our seats. All right. So please, hope you guys enjoy this and get Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. We'll be right back in just a minute.
Need to be super close.
We're missing.
We're missing Adam.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here with Atomic XPerience in the studio. And before we start get ready to do our interviews, I also want to thank my sponsor for supporting the local vibe. And this is limo.limo. And Michael, let's go ahead and play that video so everybody can check out Ernesto and Event and Airport Transportation LLC. All right, well, check this out, guys. Event and Airport Transportation LLC is the name of the game here, and is one of my biggest supporters of the Local Vibe music podcast. And you can reach him at 720-699-1575. I mean, check out those vehicles, man. He's got some really nice vehicles. He's got some party vans that's got all kinds of lights in there and a really nice system. He's got some nice luxury cars and some SUVs. This guy will take you around to your destinations, wherever you need to go. if you got to get up to the ski resorts, or if you got to come and do some travel from the Denver airport from DIA, you know how hectic that could be. Give Ernesto a call at 720-699-1575. Tell him Fast Eddie sent you, and he's going to hook you up with the safe ride. He also does Red Rocks, and he'll take you out there, let you check out your concert, do some tailgating, and bring you back safely. You don't have to worry about driving or anything like that. So we definitely want everybody to be safe out there. This is a great way to get your transportation to move you around. Again, www.limolimo.limo. And once again, thank you, Ernesto, on a Friday night. Yeah. All right. Well, let's get into some of the juicy content here. And you guys heard them perform Atomic XPerience, and now we are going to talk a little bit to these guys, and kind of talk a little bit about their backgrounds. That's the one thing about the local vibe here, that this podcast is dedicated to all the local musicians out there. So all you guys. And you don't always get a chance to kind of know some of their background and what kind of instruments they play, where did they grow up, those kinds of things. If you go out there and see them in a concert, well, you're just seeing them perform and you can see them live. And so sometimes you don't always get into kind of the underground stuff, right? So hopefully we can do that for you guys. And that's kind of one of our goals here at the Local Vibe, is just to interview musicians. And we're all musicians here, including myself. We love music. It's our passion. And we're going to talk about music. Our hook is everything's unscripted, unfiltered. It's live. And you know what? Tonight's Friday night, so we're going to have a little drink as well. So you guys, cheers. Thank you for coming for the studio. And let's get started. All right. So I want to introduce the guys here. Yeah. And first off, here we got Adam to my left, and then we have Paul, we got Frenchie, and we got Rob there as well. And so why don't we just start with Adam here? Adam, if you could, let's speak into the microphone, look into the camera, and just tell people a little bit about your background, kind of where you grew up and how you started in music.
Oh, well, I was born in Texas and grew up in Oklahoma, and started playing piano around 4, and learned on the little piano on my grandmother's organ. And pretty much taught myself a little bit of that. And the lady down the street in Oklahoma City taught me how to play like for Elise and the Entertainer and things. And so it went from there. And she's like, you just learn this basic stuff. And so I taught basically self-taught piano, and then played a lot of instruments in band in middle school and high school, and got into I just said I want to play everything in here, and everything in this room. So that's, I started on that, and tenor saxophone is where I actually started.
Oh, nice. On a tenor.
One of my major instruments is a tenor saxophone, and so that and the piano, and then after high school, adulthood happened. And
dang it, why do we have to grow up?
Yeah, so wanted to be an attorney, but then music a little happened as well. And then I was like, well, I saw the successful people, and I was like, well, who probably want to be a rock star,
Yeah.
So grew up, and about 15 years ago, I was in a band in Oklahoma as well. We did pretty good for 5 years. Sucker Punch Susie was the name.
The boys from Oklahoma.
Right. We played that one.
Nice.
And after that, took about 5 years off. And I was doing 6 nights a week in Oklahoma City. And a lady named Debbie Henning, she's in the Oklahoma Blues Hall of Fame. Shout out to Debbie in Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
A good friend of mine, she told me, hey, if I was like, look, I want to do a little more and do, more things than Oklahoma City. So she said, go to Colorado. Don't go to Nashville, nowhere like that. Go to Colorado. Music's on every corner. So that's what we did,
Wow. Okay.
I packed up, and Jen and we came here, and 8 years ago, started in a tenant Chief Hosa, busking on the 16th Street Mall, and I've worked my way up, and with the help of Jen and all, we've pretty much made it.
Nice.
And so I started busking, on the 16th Street Mall, and just hitting every open mic I could in between working and doing that.
Very cool.
And eventually got to host my own open mic, and then I started the band shortly after that.
Yeah, that's right. We're going to talk a little bit more about that as well, ladies and gentlemen. You know, one of the things that as I bring musicians into the studio, I always ask, you know, how do you support local music? And boy, I tell you what, Adam's going to talk a little bit about some of his stuff that he's doing as well. And this guy supports music up and down the Front Range, all over the place, and he's definitely done a lot. So appreciate that. Adam, so you said, so you moved to Colorado, was it 15 years ago? You said
About 8 years ago.
8 years ago. Okay. So moved to Colorado. Yeah. And I tell you what, and that's the truth that, you know, even when I started putting together this podcast, that was one of the things that I thought about was like, hey, you know, this town, which is, we call the Front Range. The Front Range means Colorado Springs, Denver, kind of Fort Collins, has a lot of talent, you know, when I moved here 15 years ago, Adam, that was one of the first things that I started doing was looking for music. And it took me a little bit, but when I found it, I was like, oh my God, it's all over the place. You know?
Right. Yeah,
what a great city for that. And so, you know, again, that teed up very nice as I was thinking about, you know, I want to do a podcast that's dedicated to local musicians because there's a lot of us, and we're going to talk to the rest of the guys here in a little bit too as well, but there's a lot of us, just like all of us up and down the Front Range, who are playing music because it's a passion. We love to do it. We're in multiple bands. We're play all kinds of instruments, all kinds of good stuff like that, you know, and it's amazing. So I'm glad I'm able to catch her and also bring you guys into the studio. So thank you for coming, Atomic XPerience, and having you guys here. So awesome. All right, Adam, well, appreciate it. Let's move on over the rest of the guys here. Let's start second here with Rob. Rob, tell us a little bit about your background.
Originally from Central Illinois, a really small little town outside of Peoria. Most people have kind of heard Peoria, so it's across the river. From there, like Adam, started playing pretty early, so my mom got me into violin lessons. It's called Suzuki violin. It's like a style for like kids, like, you know. So that got me kind of exposed at a pretty early age, and then did the piano lessons throughout, kind of up until maybe early teens. Then, of course, wanted to play guitar to get chicks, like a lot of us do.
Did it work?
Ask my wife.
That's a motivator in itself, man.
Yeah, and actually, that is a true story. Music certainly brought my wife into my life. And, continues to kind of bond us and everything. Her family is very musical. My family isn't, ironically. But anyways, yes, did that, and then kind of like Adam, life happened or whatever. But always continued playing guitar. And kind of was getting into open mics and doing some other stuff. Moved into a neighborhood, and actually they were looking for a bass player. So like a lot of bass players started from guitar, came over because the worst guitar player gets to play bass. That's where I was. So, so I joined, and I actually really fell in love with the role of the instrument in the band, like in a group context. It's really cool. So I played with that band for 3 or 4 years, just brought up kind of like just did house parties, garage type stuff, but got me a lot of exposure on stage and, getting in front of everybody and performing. And then that was kind of taking a hiatus. I also play with a reggae band, so that was kind of on hiatus about this time last year, actually. And then I was, to keep myself entertained, I was going into open mics and went into Adam's open mic at Wild Goose Saloon. Woo woo, shout out. So went up and started playing, and then I think it was the second time I went in. It was the second one in December, I think, and he mentioned, we're gonna have like an open jam afterwards. And I looked around and kind of said, you probably have a ton of guitars around. I said, I can bring my bass rig, and he's like, oh, you play bass? I'm looking for a bass player. So,
yeah, nice.
So been with these guys for about a year.
Okay, very cool. Well, awesome.
Killer is actually one of the first songs we did together on the open mic.
Yeah.
Which is, that open mic brings so many musicians together.
Yeah, very cool. Yeah. Well, awesome. Well, I'll tell you what, let's go to Paul. And Frenchie, we're going to switch out your microphone a little bit because I think that one's the wrong one. But let's go to Paul here. All, tell us a little bit about your background and how you started in the music industry.
We'd have to go back to ancient times.
Okay.
All right, so
Here we go.
back in 1964, I was 14, and friends of mine, they had some guitars, acoustic guitars. And I started listening to them play as we gathered as kids down the beach here and there. And, I said, geez, I'd like to learn that. And I tried their guitars out. Of course, I couldn't play anything. But I had this interest, and it kept building up. So I asked my dad for Christmas to get me a guitar. He bought me a $50 Harmony guitar with the F-holes.
Okay.
It had flat wound strings, and the action was really bad. I mean, what do you get for a $50 guitar? So what I did back then is, the kids we were playing some folk songs and things like that, but we'd also start to learn some Beatles songs. And back then you could buy a Beatle book. It had the songs for their last album or a selection of songs, and each song had on the lyrics on top, it had the chord G, C, F, but also the finger arrangement.
Oh, okay.
And that's how I really learned my chords. I'd follow that and start to learn the basic chords, and I would just practice. I mean, my fingertips would kill me. Best time to practice, I found out, was in the morning when the calluses were tough. So I did that, and then I sold that guitar in about 1965, and I bought myself a Gibson J45, beautiful guitar.
Nice.
But at the same time, the Byrds were coming out, so I really liked to listen to that 12-string electric. So I went down, foolish me, I went down to the music store in Beverly, Mass, where I lived, which is just north of Boston on the coast. And I traded that beautiful J45 for a 12-string electric. I mean, it was yellow, looked beautiful hanging off the wall. And I played that, and I really enjoyed it. And I used that in my first band in high school. We played in the gyms, and I'd always wear my Mick Jagger pants. They were the striped ones.
Nice.
You're talking 1966 now.
Tell me you still have those.
And
He wore them for Halloween. Yeah, he wore them for Halloween. Yeah.
So we played, and I played through a Silvertone Twin 12 amp that my dad bought me in 1965. The whole Twin 12 cabinet, the amplifier, tube, all for $150, and I still have the head. And the head is now worth $600 to $900. So
wow!
To those that like that garage sound.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I went on to play, and then went to college for 4 years. Didn't have any time or money. I had a draft card, so I had to finish college in 4 years, from 68 to 72. And the agreement was after 72, then they would have the opportunity to knock on my door, which they never did. But then I worked for a while. I got my degree, 4-year degree in civil engineering, Wentworth Institute, and in 1972, and worked for a few years in Boston, and then the company bought a company out here, and that's how I ended up in the Denver area in 1975. But I wasn't playing guitar. I just was too busy. And then I started picking it up in 1980 when I bought myself a Les Paul Custom Black Beauty.
Very nice.
And said, I got to get back into this. And so I've been into it. There are various bands along the way. I did learn keyboard when I was 9 years old, and I quit it when I was 9 years old.
Okay.
But I picked it up when I was 14, because I would listen to some of these Rolling Stone songs with their piano players in the background doing those blues chords.
Okay.
And I said, that's pretty neat. So I learned the piano myself, as far as the guitar myself, and just started to progress, so on and so forth. So I have a nice little practice studio in my basement that the band comes in. I've got 20 guitars on the wall, keyboard stacks, electronic drums to control the volumes, PA systems, a ton of chords and recording boards and the whole thing. And that's what I enjoy doing. I have fun going down there and creating my own music, usually all instrumentals, heavy symphony.
Okay.
And I don't think the band's heard any of that, because we just haven't had the opportunity.
That's your secret stuff.
Epic movie.
So it's You know,
Yes.
I mean, a little bit of generation gap between the
Big sound.
children and me,
Yeah.
you know. But we enjoy it. We have fun.
No, that's awesome, and that's all that matters, right? That's all that matters. No, that's great. No, it's awesome, and I love to hear that story because, again, Paul, you know, that's one of the questions that I ask my guests as well, and we've been kind of getting into a little bit more of this question. So you guys think about it, but I always like to talk about your inspirations, right? Because again, we all grew up in different backgrounds, different times for sure, different eras. Than like for Paul, for example, and when you're getting out of high school and you're in middle school, the music that you're listening to at that time create some inspiration in your mind, believe it or not, right? And drags you to one place or drags you to the other. And then you start to develop the love for music in that era, right? Maybe it's, that 10-year time frame or that 5-year time frame, whatever it is. And so everybody's different. And so just like for Paul, right? You grew up in a different time frame. You're obviously older than us. And so your music's going to be a little bit different. But that's great. And I'm glad you're still doing it, Paul, because again, I think, you paint the perfect picture that no matter what your age is, if you love music, you can play it. And I hope I can do that too, right? Till the day that you die, you can be playing music,
Well,
no matter what.
My attitude is I'll do it till I cannot do it.
There you go.
Now
Yes.
that means I'm on the wrong side of the turf,
Right.
or the arthritis says, "Hey, pal, you just can't do it."
Yeah. Sometimes there's other things that kick in, right? Like exactly
That's
like
right.
arthritis. Oh
Yeah,
my
but
gosh.
it's been great. I will continue to do it.
Yes, sir.
This guy
Awesome.
sacrifices. He gets don't you get injections like every couple
Yeah,
months?
I do.
was
I
gonna
get
say.
both hands injected every 90 days.
Okay.
They call it a fluoroscopy,
All right.
which it works within a matter of hours.
Oh, wow.
And what it does is it recreates the cushion in the thumb joint in the hand,
Gotcha. All right.
and that is the way I can play the guitar. Without those,
It's hard.
oh, very hard. Now I can still play keyboard
Right.
because the reach is different.
Sure.
But like Rob says, and I've been doing that for years.
That's how much Paul loves us.
Yeah.
All right. He's like, I'm going to take some shots for you guys.
You know,
Take
I
one
love
for
these guys.
Talk about taking one for the
Every
team.
90 days.
Nice. All right. Well, awesome, Paul. Yeah, and you mentioned some really beautiful guitars, right? An SJ200, that's a nice guitar. Les Paul, Gibson, those are nice guitars. And I've seen your studio. I went to your studio one time, so I know exactly how many guitars you have hanging on your wall, which is a collection.
And I'll tell you, half those guitars hanging off the wall, they're mods. I take these guitars and trim the necks so that it fits my smaller hands.
Oh,
the
gotcha.
profile it's a custom profile that I do. I change electronics. Sometimes I refinish them. Adam will testify that I have refinished a couple of his.
Nice.
Yeah, if you get a poly special,
Yeah.
then that's something else.
Yeah.
Yeah, we make him sign them too when he does
Oh,
it.
nice.
Yes, they do.
Poly special. I love
We
it.
sign them. We call him a poly special because
yeah.
he fixes them up real nice for you. Yeah.
As a matter of fact, Frenchie's playing one of them tonight.
Oh,
Yeah.
gotcha. Okay. Yeah. I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, that's not uncommon. There's a lot of artists out there that custom their guitars. So every time you hear that word, right, custom guitar, sometimes it's got to be fit for their hands, and vice versa. If you're going small, some people go big. Some people like bigger necks, right?
Yep.
And I was watching an interview with the guy from Def Leppard, Phil Collin, the guitar player.
Yeah.
He says, I take the biggest neck that they could give me, like the widest neck that they have. And again, right, that fits his style, fits his hands. I couldn't play
I
that.
was gonna say, I want the smallest neck.
Yeah, exactly.
Put a P-bass neck on a Stratocaster.
Right. Yeah.
And with the small feel to be able to play those chords nice, But that's just it. It just, you have to customize it to fit you, And so that being said, since this is Christmas time, so all the wives that are listening out there, that's why we have to have so many guitars, because everyone feels different.
Yes.
Everyone plays different and sounds different.
Right.
And you can't have too many.
Right? Would you guys agree with that?
Never too many. Right.
Yeah.
For sure. Awesome.
It's even
All
worse
right.
when you play guitar and bass.
Yes, that's right.
Right.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. And I only have one bass, but I have like 13 guitars. But anyways, cool. All right. Well, Frenchie, you're next. Yeah, let's talk a little bit about your background, buddy.
All right, so Frenchie, because I'm French, so I grew up in France in a tiny 1,000 people town.
You can put the mic a little bit closer to you, just a little bit more, and we can get you a little bit more volume there.
There you go.
Is that better now?
There you go, way better.
Oh yeah, I don't
Yeah.
sound like I'm coming from a cave.
Right. You sound good.
Well, yeah. So grew up in a tiny town in France, and my dad actually used to do what we're doing now: play every weekend, make a bit of money, have a lot of fun. And when I was born, I'm the oldest of three. My mom said, "Hey, you know what? Like now you have to like quit working on the music on the weekends. You got to take care of the kids and help out and everything." So he stopped playing, but he kept playing at home. So I grew up with my dad playing Creedence Clearwater Revival, a lot of Apache, all, you know, Night in White Satin, all songs like that are really older than what I am, because I was born in 1980. And then about 1992, so I'm 12, we're doing the little summer, like all the friends are together. And then the cousin of one of my friends comes in and he's got a guitar and he plays terribly. I can't play, but I know he can play. He plays terribly because my dad was playing, so I know the difference. And all the girls are like, "Oh my gosh, you're a hero. You're so awesome." Guess what I did? That same day, I went to my dad. I said, "Dad, you got to teach me guitar." So my dad was like, "Okay, fine." He gave me a guitar on the spot, played The House of the Rising Sun, which actually in French is Les Portes du Pénitencier. There's a musician that makes covers of French in French of the songs. He played that song, gave me a dictionary with 500 chords, you know, just the tab chords, and tell me, "You learn all those, you play the guitar, and then you come and I'll teach you songs." So that's how I started. Same attraction too.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah.
And it started that way. Worked quite a lot with my dad actually when I was younger. I was the rhythm for him, so he could do, you know, like you take Apache, that song from the, I think it was from the Animals, and like he would do all the lead, and he would make me do the rhythm, so he could do the lead and feel a bit, you know, more full. And eventually, I went to university, and just met a bunch of people. I had good friends, played around, had a band for a little bit, and then, you know, decided music for a living is not me. I decided I don't want music to be my source of income, because the moment you have to play to make money to live, then you get kind of stuck in, okay, you have to make money, so you have to play what people want to hear, what they will buy. Mm-hmm. That bias kind of, it wasn't okay for me. So I just focused on studies, which is great, because I studied international business. Ended up meeting my wife, who's American, who went to CSU, and CSU and my university had an exchange program. So she came for a year, came back with a French husband, and you know, we had like a year where I was in Argentina for my exchange year, and then I came here, married my wife, and been here for 20 years almost.
Oh, awesome! All right, cool.
So, starting from scratch in the US, honestly, finding musicians at the beginning was really difficult.
Yep.
And you know, you have to rebuild everything. You have to meet friends, build your own, you know, close community. I'm big into cars, so I went into cars and I joined the Parker Car Club.
Okay.
And then fast forward a few years, I'm here parking cars at the Car Fest, which is, you know, like at the time it was during Parker Days. On the Sunday, we would have that giant, like 200 cars taking over Parker. And one day I'm parking cars on a parking lot, and that's how I met Adam.
Oh, okay.
And so, you know, we're both into cars, we got into cars, and then we started talking about music and started playing together. And then
Very
I think
cool.
that our love of the musical community kind of brought us together.
Yeah.
Try to making that scene that gives an opportunity for people who would not otherwise get to a stage.
Sure.
Get into a stage. So
Sure.
that's really a big thing, and that's why we're so invested in that part.
Agree with that. Yeah, 100%. Wow, that's awesome. Yeah, what a story. Very nice. Yeah, go ahead, Adam.
So big shout out to the Parker Cruisers.
That's right.
Yes, that's where we met. Parker Cruisers, Levi Longmore and Ginny and Dirk Malott. Yeah, you guys.
Very cool. That was the connection
Countless
point.
others, of course, Steve Craftsman, things like that. But yes, the Parker Cruisers, and you know, that's where Frenchie and I met. So thank you guys for, hooking us up with that.
Nice. All right, awesome. Well, thank you guys. Thanks for that little brief introduction there, and yeah, very interesting backgrounds. And again, you know, we're all different backgrounds and kind of grew up in different places. And so, Frenchie, if you don't mind me asking, you said you grew up in a small town in France. What was the name of the small town you grew up in?
The name is La Roquebrou.
Let me say it again one more time.
Google that.
La Roquebrou.
La Roquebrou.
It's LAROQUEBROU. BROU.
Wow. Okay.
And it actually means the rock above the town. So it's an old medieval time. Basically, we have a castle, and the castle was at the top of a kind of a cliff, the
Right.
hill, and then you had the town underneath, and that was kind of the fiefdom, the main
interesting.
place. So I
Yeah.
grew up in a town. Again, it's 1,000 people, but there's a castle that was built in the 900s.
Yep.
There's a river crossing through the town. The bridge over it was built in the 1300s.
Wow. So very, very historic place,
Yeah,
right? Very
it's-
historic
and,
place.
and
Yeah.
pretty typical,
Yeah.
pretty typical of those tiny fiefdoms. And so you have hamlets all over, and they come and get the pharmacies there. So for a 50 miles radius around, like you have people coming in.
Yeah. So if you said you were born in 80, so like 95, you were 15 years old, you were still there. Was there any music still going on at that time, or any different type of music in your town?
Well, in my town at the time, what they started doing, and that's actually something that's pretty cool, they started doing something that's called the Boogie Woogie Festival.
Okay.
And it's an ode to Boogie Woogie. So literally we have, like, the town is taken over, I think it's in August. It's still going on. I think it's been 10, 15 years, more than that. It's been forever. We have people from all over Europe and even America coming and playing music. So there's the main stages.
So what's
and there's
up? Hook
also-
us up, Frenchie.
Are you
We
guys
can go to
ready?
France.
We can go to France. We just have to
Yes.
find a sponsor
to go
that's
to
gonna pay
France.
for
We're
all
talking
that.
about an international trip here. Here we go.
Right, right. Let's
Yeah.
do
I mean,
this.
If you have a couple $10,000,
Yeah.
we can talk about it.
I think
We're
we'd like to
open
work something out.
sponsors.
We never know,
And then we'll bring the local vibe over there, and we'll have a
Oh,
local
right.
vibe in that
Hell
area.
yeah.
See?
Damn,
Right.
Yeah, we got a
Yeah.
plan already.
But yeah, no, like, and France is really musical. Like June 21st, which is the solstice, is also Fête de la Musique, which is the day of the music in France. If you're
Oh.
in France for June 21st, all the bands go out in the street, in the bars, everything's taken over. So, and when I was back in university, I would just grab my guitar and go and meet with my friends, and we would go and play in the street, and just, it wasn't busking. We weren't asking for money. We were just there for the fun.
Yeah, nice. Well, and again, that's an interesting point, Frenchie, that you bring up, right? I think a lot of us musicians, we can all attest to this. We play music because it's a passion, right? We love to do it. And yeah, we may make a few bucks here and there at some gigs, but it's not a whole lot. We play it because we love to play music. It's our passion. And the music and the money, if we make some, then so be it. If we don't, then so be it, and
Yes.
and that's the other thing about just a lot of local musicians,
And it's also such a great opportunity to push the next generation.
Correct.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
I know that we've been working with a lot of kids, bands that are, they're 15 years old, 16 years old. They're way talented.
Sure.
We have the connections. We're older. We have the opportunity to provide that stage for them. So we've been doing a lot of having kids, bands, coming in and like taking a set from us.
Oh, yeah. I
You
see
know,
what you're saying.
Just
Yeah.
having this, and this is our job, right?
Right.
Like, if we don't want music to die, we want to.
Yeah,
push
you're
the next
absolutely right.
generation.
Yeah, we have to be the mentors for them, right? Yeah, and that brings up a great point, and I'm sure Adam's going to talk about that in his open mic as well when we get to that point. But the School of Rock, do you do anything with the School of Rock too, Adam? or-
Well, yeah, actually, last year we did a benefit 2 months in a row for the School of Rock Aurora.
Okay.
And Erin, I worked with Erin and Mark Muckyuk last year to do a benefit. We did that 2 months in a row.
Okay.
April and May of last year, and just wanted to raise a little bit of money for them, and
Sure.
and get them, get somebody that is maybe less fortunate to get in there and get them some rocking.
Yeah, nice.
Music's saved a lot of lives. I do believe kept
Yes.
a lot of kids out of trouble and out of gangs. Kept me out of trouble. So
Sure.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a band come in here probably sometime in February, and there's some kind of I guess they're kind of mid-teens or so. It's a small group, and they'll be coming in here to the studio as well. I'm gonna interview those guys as well, and I reached out to the School of Rock to see if they ever want to partner with the local vibe, and that'd be great. If we can get them in there. So School of Rock, if you guys are listening, we'd love to get you in the studio as well and get your partnership. So. Awesome. All right. Well, thank you guys for that. Let's turn it back over here to Adam. Adam, I wanted to talk a little bit about, kind of what you're doing for the music industry and the local, that being said, the local music industry. I know you do a lot for local music, but talk a little bit about some of the things that you're doing, Adam.
Oh, well, myself, I just, I have a couple of open mics, a few of them, and, right now, I'm just trying to keep this band going and keep it together. We're, fortunately Steve's gone now, so we are auditioning folks. So
Okay.
get on up, senior drummer. If you can do both, that's a plus. But right now, myself, I am currently in between the fires and working on kind of booking us some gigs up till June or so of next year. So,
Okay.
Any of you venues out there that want to give us a holler, let us know.
Yeah, Adam, you mentioned fire department, so I definitely
yeah.
want to make sure we give this guy credit for that. So, Adam,
Thank you very much.
Tell the audience a little bit about your.
Well, we appreciate the support. Basically, I started Wildfires in 2019, and Cameron Peak, right here in Colorado, as a matter of fact. And usually I'm out about 90 days or so. But yeah, I do that.
And you're fighting fires, right? I mean, you're out there.
Yeah, I did for the first year, and then the year after I was tender driver, and now I do water tenders, and I'm getting up there, so I provide water. We would have shower units. We have everything. I work for a man named Andy Davis up in Montana. We're called Wildfire Mobile Laundry.
Okay.
And now we do support. So we have showers, laundries, sink trailers.
Oh, gotcha.
Basically, you name it, we got it. And, we also hook in with Yellowstone Kelly Catering every now and then. And they do a lot of catering on the fires. So we get called, and hopefully in the future, I'm looking to work for the Edison Fire Department down south.
Okay.
Moving down to Falcon Payton soon. So
There you go. Yep, down southern Colorado.
So look out, Springs in the south. I'm coming for you next. Yeah.
The Adamo.
But
Adam
right now I'm
Creech.
just running a few open mics, and the band is a big integral part of the one I do at the Goose, and that's I drug these guys into it, and they're I'm fortunate enough to have them
Nice.
come in and support me in it, and we meet a lot of musicians, and I like to get people up there on the stage. And no matter where I'm doing my open mic at, whether it was Lincoln Station back in the day, the Wild Goose now, the Pines up in Castle Pines, and then Stagecoach. I just started that 2 weeks ago.
I saw that on your Facebook.
So,
yeah, nice.
yeah. So,
Very good.
I'm expanding out and trying to expand my brand a little bit.
Okay.
And the further area I can reach, the more musicians I can bring in,
Sure.
and get them turned around to play at that venue, or give other folks an opportunity to maybe play somewhere that they wouldn't normally get to play.
Sure.
But
Yeah.
they can come in, and then I like to consider all my open mics as also an audition for whatever venue I'm at.
Okay. Very good.
So you come in, hey that, and it's all about the other folks,
Sure.
I don't even play at the open mics. I let everybody else
Kinda
play,
just introduce people
Just like
and-
the band,
yeah.
we do a sound check song. That's it. If
Yeah.
you want us to back us, you can. But it's more about everybody else than it is.
Very cool.
Myself.
That is awesome, Adam. Yeah, that's awesome that you're doing that again for the community, and for the audience that are listening out there, Adam. If they wanted to come to one of your open mics, I know you mentioned the Wild Goose. That is a premier venue right here.
That is
in
actually the
Parker.
largest open mic stage, I believe, in the state
Yeah.
of Colorado. I'm not sure, but yeah, I do believe it is. I know it's the largest bar stage in the state of Colorado. as
And
far
just
as-
beautiful too. A beautiful
Yes.
stage.
Oh,
right?
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
All
And,
the lights and the premier sound.
Yeah, Dakota does a pretty good job of, he does a great job of hooking us up every week.
Sure.
Sound guys got to do a lot of stuff to keep up with 3 bands in a night, and then individuals as well. So
Sure.
shout out to Dakota when he comes
Yeah,
up
yeah,
here.
I know Dakota. Yeah, he does a great job. Yeah, absolutely.
We met him at Herman's Hideaway, as a matter of fact. So,
Okay, very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you got the Wild Goose. That's a great place. And I actually, I'm gonna see if I can bring Chris into the studio as well. Chris and Lola. I'm gonna try to get them in the studio and do an interview.
Lola Black. Yeah.
All right, and then so there's that one, Adam. And then you said Stagecoach. That's the one that you're just starting, right?
Yes, I'm just starting to kick that off.
And that is in Franktown.
Franktown, Colorado. Yes, right out there where 83 and 86 meet. Highway 83, 86, and
Yep.
boom, it's right
Right
there.
in the corner. You can't miss it.
You cannot. And thank you, Aaron and Derek and Alicia, for giving me opportunities to do that. And we also, our band is also working with Vetrus. We teamed up for them and playing there for till December of next year.
All
So
right. Awesome. Yeah.
we have a
very
whole
cool.
year little thing with them. So
Very cool. Yeah. I was able to get out there and talk to you guys out there in the field. That's awesome
Right,
too.
right,
Right.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
very cool. Awesome. Yeah. Well, thank you very much, Adam, for everything that you're doing for sure for the music industry and everybody out there listening. Any local musicians, come check them out. Get on this Facebook page, his website. You can take a look at all that and kind of see where they're at. Okay, let's go back to the room here, back to the couch with the guys. And the next question for you guys, we'll start with Rob, is your inspiration. So growing up in your era, maybe it's middle school to high school or getting out of high school, whatever it is, but who were some of your musical inspirations? Rob?
Yeah, excuse me. I'm the youngest of four, so my oldest brother is 15 years older than me. So I'm kind of, I don't know, I got exposed to the classic rock stuff, Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, excuse me. All the classic rock pretty early when everybody else was listening to kind of pop songs on the radio. We were listening to the oldie station. We were the cool kids.
Nice, very cool.
And then, I junior high school, 90s kid, so grunge, Nirvana,
Yep.
Alice in Chains, and kind of all that. And then some of the heavier stuff, Metallica. Played hockey, so we always had something a little bit little heavier, Pantera, to come out and practice with and stuff like that. But super, I guess, wide range. Because then I get into college and I get exposed to a lot of old school punk rock from a real good friend, Oli, who's a vinyl record collection on Facebook, the one and only. If you can find him out there, he's awesome. And we still keep in contact, and he'll always turn me on to either new stuff that's just really awesome, like Jake Bugg, or just old stuff like Stooges or whatever. So and then again, kind of college days, you have some of the jam band stuff that everybody kind of listens to. So I admit I've been to some, Fish shows, Dave Matthews and all that stuff. And actually that kind of inspired me to, get more back into the acoustic stuff with some of that. Cause it was kind of, maybe not Dave Matthews, but some of the kind of more acoustic-y type indie stuff was kind of got me interested. So as I was coming kind of back out from college and having a little bit more time to dedicate to music,
Sure.
and then continuing to just expand my musical horizons, jazz, blues, funk. I mentioned I play in a reggae band, so I'm all over the map, man.
Nice.
It's
nice.
great. Yeah, it's really just whatever you can relate to, either through lyrically or emotionally through the melody or the rhythms. It's just there's always something else to try. There's an endless smorgasbord. And
Yes.
especially in this day and age, you have such easy access as a creator to get your stuff out there and have such a broad platform to get out. So
Yes, that is correct.
It's a great time to be a music fan for sure.
Yeah. No. And that's the other thing that I always think about too, is that, I have a lot of respect for, like Paul's generation as well, because they didn't have all the technology that we have today. Right. And so
It was not out there.
it was not out there. You're exactly right. You pretty much had to do everything with your amp. There wasn't all these fancy pedals. You had to do some strange things. And then as time evolved, obviously we had a little bit more of that technology. But even in my time frame, there was still so much available to create music. And then you fast forward to today, it's unbelievable what's out there, right? Yeah. Unbelievable. Just the capabilities. All you got to do is put your creativity to it and start building it. Because as far as the tools are there, the hardware's there for sure for you to do that.
Long way from pencil and paper. Right?
Yeah, that's right. And I've always been a pencil and paper guy. I like to write stuff down a lot, but again,
too.
yeah.
Hey, man.
Yeah, I hear you.
That's all we had back then.
Yes.
Pencil and paper, number 2 pencil.
Right. Sharpen it. Don't forget your sharpener.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, again, and yeah, Rob, and then the other thing that you bring up that's pretty good is just the mix of genres, right? And again, I've opened up this local podcast to all genres, no matter what, in all ages. But I tell you what, there's something powerful about that. I've said this before in a couple of my podcasts. If you wander off to a different genre, I strongly believe that it does something to you. It does something to your inspiration, because
100%.
maybe it's something that you don't know much about, like maybe it's jazz, or if it's R&B or whatever it may be. Just take the time and go listen to it, and you'll appreciate it, and then that would take your mind somewhere else. It always does it for me, let me tell you. And my daughter could attest, because our playlists, they look a lot alike. We go from country to rap to hip hop to rock to heavy metal, a whole mix of things, because we love that music,
Yeah,
which is
100%.
and yeah, it's very powerful.
And as you get into, I just a lot of times will just put the radio on a playlist or Spotify on a playlist or whatever, and just go through and just randomize everything, right? And just try to play along with whatever, and it just builds your ear and a lot of your muscle memory to various patterns. So I'll admit, with all the musical stuff in my background, I don't read music very well, so I do play by ear mostly. So listening and broadening the horizons through listening,
Yes.
and then replicating that on the fretboard or the keyboard, whatever it is, it just starts to expand.
Yes.
Like when I started playing reggae, it totally influenced how I played, rock and grunge and,
Yep.
and even punk stuff. It's
Right.
crazy. You go back and listen to some of like the Descendants stuff, like their bass rhythm and their overall construction of songs. It's like they were influenced by the Beatles,
Right,
like
right.
this punk band that's playing these nothing about 1-4-5, right? They're all over the place. They got, all these great orchestrations and arrangements. So
Yes.
yeah, it's just fun to listen to that and broaden your horizons, and then replicate that and come up with your own style.
Yeah, and it's amazing too. Like every time you see some reggae groups come in, to town, they come to Red Rocks or whatever, they're always sold out. Like those guys sell out a lot, because again, just the music. And you think about like groups like Sublime, that have that skank feeling of the reggae. Well, where do you think that comes from, right? That comes from the reggae music. And so if you stop and think about it, a lot of these, even 90s rock bands that are playing this type of music have a little bit of that in them, So yeah, I think that's a very, very powerful thing to do, is wander off into some different genres, and you'll be surprised what that does for you. All right, Frenchie, tell us a little bit about your inspirations.
Oh man, so just to wrap up on what you just said, I think keeping an open mind and listening to different musics helps you grow, right? So you start integrating things you listen on different things. Personally, I grew up with French music, so I don't even remember all the songs. I can't even start doing that, because I would have to provide you with a Google list, just like all the different musicians. One thing that's funny, I mentioned the House of the Rising Sun. Well, I've listened to the House of the Rising Sun for like all my life, but the lyrics were in French.
Sure.
We had that amazing musician, Johnny Hallyday, who 80% of his music when he started was taking American music and English music and make it accessible to French people by changing the lyrics and making them French. There's quite a few musicians that I grew up with that would take over and do covers of American songs and English songs in French. And the French people, we don't speak English. I'm kind of the oddball, and I really went into international business and learning the languages. But most people, especially in my generation, we didn't speak English. My parents even less. So that gave them access to all those musics and being able to connect from the lyrics point of view. Now it's not always a one-to-one translation, but Oh What a Night, I grew up with it being Cette Année-là, and it was a different singer, slightly different lyrics, but the song, the feel, all that, I've got this in my background.
Sure.
Now when I was 12, 14, I started listening to a lot of reggae, a lot of ska, and also a lot of, I think it's called new metal here, Korn. Korn was a big revelation for me. And there's actually a little inside joke that they keep telling me, Frenchie, not everything is ska or metal. You have to because if I'm playing, this is influencing me so much that all my distortion guitar is metal influence.
Yeah, isn't that interesting, right? Again, that's what we were just talking about, is that, the inspirations and the stuff that you're hearing slowly starts to seep out of your fingertips and creates a little bit of that style that you're playing, right? That's the truth. It does.
Yeah.
And I think that it's music is organic and it's physical to me. Like when I'm playing with those guys and we're on stage, not only we produce music, but we're part of it.
Sure.
And it's resonating physically within you. You have the bass kicking your ass. You have the drums. You have, like when you get those two guitars doing two different riffs and they connect, it's transcendental.
Yes.
Transcendental.
Yes.
Right. So I think that, keeping that open mind and not saying, oh, I don't like country that's what we really need to do in order to open. Now, I don't know anything about music. I don't know names of people. I don't know names of songs most of the time, but I'm open to the music itself.
Sure.
Most of the music we play with Atomic XPerience, I discovered it when we started playing it.
Yeah, you listen to it. You're like,
And
okay, let me go hear this
you know,
song.
Oh yeah, and I'm also not classically trained, so I don't read music at all.
Sure.
If you say it's in G, he goes off of shapes instead of
or positions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I play in the key of third fret.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
And
I
then
got
triangles and trapezoidal forms and shapes, and it's been 30
But he
years
does a
that I
great
messed
job of
around
keeping up,
on
so
the
he's
key,
great.
on
Yeah.
the fret. So
it works out.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we got a little message up there from Lexi that says, "Thank you for your service, Adam." So yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Lexi. We appreciate you. Right
Very
on.
cool.
Thank you for your support, y'all.
Yeah. Thank you for supporting the local vibe. And yeah, you're right, Frenchie. That's absolutely 100% true. So all right, Paul, tell us a little bit about, and you might have already talked a little bit, but yeah, tell us a little bit about your inspirations and.
Well, it all. Again, I started guitar in 1964 when I was 14, but as far as lead guitar work, I would start to listen. Back then, you didn't have, all these flashy guitar guys. They just weren't around then. But I remember listening to, first of all, as far as doing some lead when I was in the band in high school, we'd play the local, the rock songs by the group, the local British groups, this and that. And I'd try to replicate what Keith Richards played, or George Harrison, or the Kinks and those guys, and you did the best you could. But I can remember, as I was really wanting to get into being a lead guitar player, I listened to the Grateful Dead first album, and I don't know if in my words, that's the best album that they've ever done, but when I heard the song Viola Lee Blues, it was 10 minutes, maybe not total 10, take the vocals out, but probably a good 7-8 minutes of Jerry Garcia improvising his guitar on a clean channel. He was playing a Strat. It's probably on the mid pickup.
Okay.
And he just went on and on and on. And I'm listening and says, how's this guy do this? And then I was listening to the the bass player, Phil Leash, going up and down the neck. I said, this is great. And a little bit of keyboard, a little bit of rhythm guitar in there and the drums. But that really inspired me, as this guy is just improvising. And it was they all stuck in the chord of G, and the bass player gave the variations of G. And he's just going on and on and on and on. I said, this guy is just... So he really inspired me as far as, playing good improvised guitar. And I would listen to that song over and over and over again until I finally got a few of his licks. And I said, oh, wow, that's what he's doing. And so, yeah, he was a great player. And then time went on, some Pink Floyd stuff on their guitar work. How do they do that stuff?
Right.
And then Jeff Beck came along, when he broke out of the Yardbirds, and says, "Now who is this guy?" All these, as the '60s were ending and getting into the '70s, these guys were starting to come out. Yes, Hendrix was there, and so on and so forth. But I had Jeff Beck coming out there, and he fingered everything, and mostly thumb work. And I listened to his stuff. I says, "Wow, this is great." And matter of fact, we end up one of our songs with a Jeff Beck song, and
Free Bolero.
Free
maybe?
Bolero. We call it Free Bolero, but it's called Beck's Bolero. But we end Freebird with that.
Okay.
And then of course Clapton came along, and I listened to some of their live albums like Wheels of Fire. When they did Spoonful, and he's just improvising on that. Of course, Crossroads was on that. Others. And so, as the '60s were leaving and the '70s were coming in, I was just listening to this stuff and saying, "Wow, this is great." And of course, Zeppelin starts coming in, and so on and so forth. So, when you listen to that, you start to change your style and how you want to play. You can't mimic them because it's their own style, their own type of fingers. But you say, "Hey, that's a nice way of playing that," and I think I'll work on that way he does the riffs, or most importantly, the tone.
The
How's he
tone.
doing his
Yes.
tone? And which is always something that we all try to listen to.
Yes.
And all of our ears are different, but we get close. So that's and then as you get older like me, you develop your own style.
Yes, that's right. It's a mix of a little bit of everything, a little bit of here, a little bit of there, a little bit of Zeppelin.
My lead guitar playing is on the solos. Try to get close to what you've heard. Don't nail yourself down to it, because you won't hit those right notes at the right time.
Right.
And just free flow through it and put some of your own stuff into it.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
it might throw a twist, and people's ears might go, "Wow."
Yes.
I never heard. Wow, that's a pretty good way of doing that.
Yeah.
So that's my style.
No, you're absolutely right. And that's the thing, right? Even with cover bands, you're taking a song that some professionals made, right? You're trying to cover it and play it in a different way. Yeah. And I think it's even more powerful when you add your fingertip twist to it, right? Because again, it changes it up a little bit. People know the song. They're like, okay, I know how this song goes in the back of their mind. And most people who don't know anything about music, they just listen to the chorus.
Yeah.
But they know the chorus and they're like, okay, I know this song, right? Yeah. But chances are you could make it your own. They may not even notice, right? As long as it still sounds the same.
Especially if you don't play it the same way twice ever,
Right. And you're in the same key.
Each time we may add a little something or take something out or what have you. And a lot of stuff on the fly as well. Yeah.
No, and I think that's some great advice, Paul. That's awesome that you said that, because I think musicians that are listening today, they could take that advice, and it doesn't necessarily have to be 100%. That half bin or that quarter bin or the full bin, as long as you can get close and it sounds good, right? I think it's gonna be fine.
Exactly.
Yeah. Most of the time, it's the major hook. You hit that hook.
Yes.
And then after that.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah. Exactly.
And people are still going to enjoy it. People are still going to enjoy it when they're out and about. They've had a couple of boozes in them, and they're not going to notice.
The drunker they are, the better you sound, man.
Nice.
There's also a big difference between a cover band and a tribute band.
Yes, there is. Yes.
You're dedicated to recreating.
That's correct.
Exactly, because this is, it's your prayer.
It's
your
yes.
Or you're giving some of yourself into that song.
Yes.
To make it yourself. It's still a recognition, right? It's you playing it because that song moved something in you.
That's correct.
You're trying to show your audience how it moved you.
Yes.
And so, it's kind of a filter. So when you hear us on stage, it's the songs through the Atomic XPerience filter.
Yeah.
It's really,
I hear you. Speaking of tribute bands, one of these days I'm going to make the Cure tribute band.
Oh, yes. You're down for that.
That's one of my favorites, man. I tell you what, Robert Smith as a musician and just everything he does, if you guys ever seen him, they don't come to the U.S. very often, but they've been here twice in the last 10 years, and I went to their concert. The guy sings the whole night. There's nobody else, just him.
Just him.
for 3.5 hours. It's like, oh my God, how do you do that? And just super powerful band. And yeah, I would love to have my hair all crazy like that and, put on the makeup and everything. So one of these days.
Yes,
Well,
sir.
just call us.
Yes.
We'll come and back you up.
There you go. Yeah. We'll make it happen. Right. Awesome. Well, thanks guys. Yeah, that was awesome to kind of hear that in your backgrounds and inspirations. And again, we, some great conversations there about, music again. Right. And how it inspires people and the power of music and where it takes you, no matter what genre it is, right? It's going to take you to a different place. And I always say when you're alone at night, you put your headphones on, you listen to music. What are you listening to? Is it country? Is it hip hop? Is it R&B? Is it reggae? Is it rock? Is it heavy metal? Whatever it is. And it's okay. It's totally fine because you like it and you're listening to it, So that's awesome. All right, awesome. Well, let's get to the internet, Michael, and let's put up some of the profile pictures here because I definitely want to show some folks some of their Facebook. They have a Facebook, a YouTube page as well. And Adam, maybe you can kind of walk us through that. And I actually saw some really cool pictures that were on Facebook that were really cool. I mean, there were some high quality pictures, and maybe you can kind of walk us through exactly what that is. But
all right.
Yeah, you can. What are your social medias right now that you have?
Social medias right now, we have Facebook, Instagram, Threads, and a website.
Okay.
Which I, yes, it's the summer. I've been busy and all. I need to maintain the website a little better.
Yeah, no. And what's can you tell people here? It says Adam the Animo Creech.
Well, hey, yes, there's Dirk Malott. Tattoo.
Okay.
Epiphany Tattoo. There's a shout out.
Right.
They call me the animal. So
the animal was in the house.
Actually got the tat. So
Very cool.
I break stuff.
Yeah.
So
you break sticks when you get on the drums.
Oh yeah.
You got to, right? If when you get into the drums, you got to break at least one stick, if not two.
The guys know to watch out for things hitting them from behind. Maybe sometimes.
Then you know you're warmed up. Then you know you're warmed up when you break a stick.
Right. And so,
all right.
Yeah, we have to maintain. I got to maintain a website a little bit. It does have our dates on it though. Our
Okay.
calendar is tied into that. So
all right. So you got upcoming gigs, and people can find what upcoming gigs you have. Yeah.
Yes, and there's our previous events, and then we have upcoming shows as well.
Okay. Awesome.
And then we have Facebook as well.
And then the Facebook page. Yeah, let's look at that. That's where I was sitting. I
the
saw
most
some
updated
cool
thing
pictures.
is the Facebook and the Instagram. Yeah, we happen to have our little logo in the Christmas theme there. It's
Thank
really
you for
neat.
supporting Local
There's
Vibe.
a
Appreciate
local vibe,
it. Yes,
and
sir.
then going on down, we have there is Veterans at the Stagecoach last week.
Okay.
When we performed with them.
Check out these pictures right
And
here.
those pictures are
There's the animal. Look at that
it's
front
like
row.
front range. Yeah.
Nice. All right. And
Yeah,
is that
front
it's
row
got a signature on there, right? Who took the pictures?
That was Front Row. I do believe Front Row Music Productions. They're tagged on the.
Okay. Yep. I see that. That's awesome.
If you check them out, great photography and all.
Yep. And was this another guy that was playing with you guys? The other guitar player there?
No, that is Steve Bonds. Oh no, that is Dave Freshman. Yes, we call him Wilbur Knox on Facebook. And that's just an example of our open mic and what we do. What I do to get other musicians up. We like to get people up and jam. Also at our shows, our normal shows. If you come to see one of our shows and we play live, no matter where we're at, what we're playing, where we're playing, you come to our shows and you have we'll let you get up and jam with us.
Oh, cool.
I mean, really. And that's anybody and everybody. We'll show you the set list and say, name a couple of songs. And, we've had several people in the past get up and jam with us.
All right. Awesome.
Those are just some pictures from our show with we opened for Radio Revolution that night.
Okay.
At the Wild Goose.
That's at the Goose, right? Yep.
Yep.
What a cool venue, right? That's just a premier spot. Ladies and
It
gentlemen.
really is. I mean, they even have fog.
Yes.
And lights and whatever you freaking need, man. It's awesome.
Yeah, if you have guys haven't been out there, go check it out. The Wild Goose Saloon is in Parker, Colorado. One of the premier venues here in town. Very cool place.
Yeah, there's my new pants I just got.
Nice.
So,
Check those out, huh?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I always have my pants custom made. So, and these pictures here are from Front Row Productions. But I got to give I have to give a shout out to Jen.
All right.
Jennifer Morrell. She does damn near all 95% of our
The media.
pictures, videos,
Gotcha.
all of our things. So
That's very cool to have, because again, as you get busy, it's
and without Jen, and she'll put them in a little shared photo, and we all get them and stuff, and get to do that.
Nice.
So big shout out to Jen. I know you're
Yeah,
watching. Hey,
all right,
honey,
Jen.
how are you? Yep. And
okay. And then you have a YouTube, right? Then you got a YouTube channel.
and we have a YouTube channel, which I also haven't updated in a while. But
Okay.
hey,
Yeah.
it also has. See right there, we have some of our past members on there as well.
Yep, and a bunch of videos and stuff that people can go find. And
Yeah, there's a few videos on there, and yep. I'm really gonna hit it heavy here in the this next year.
All right, awesome.
We're gonna hit the social media really well, and get some more videos up and get things going.
Okay. Yeah, but ladies and gentlemen, you can reach them. Yeah, you can
check
reach
us
out to them.
Reach out, and then just message me personally, what have you, or look us up on Facebook, and then you can always message us on Facebook, and then we have an automatic response that happens, and blah 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 blah. So,
Okay, very cool.
And we just hit 800 and a little over 800 followers on Facebook this week.
Very
So,
cool. Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone, to follow.
Yeah,
Thank you,
yeah.
everybody, for following us and supporting us.
Yes, and those of you guys that don't know, these guys do a lot again in the background for supporting the open mics, which supports all musicians, right? All musicians that are coming in.
all musicians. Yes.
And Adam, you said you even had some like stand-up comedy stuff, right? That comes to you.
Oh yeah. At those things, all acts are welcome. All ages are welcome.
Nice.
We've got Joshua Lackey. We call him Joshua the ventriloquist. Big shout out there, Josh.
Oh, cool.
He comes in. He's actually juggled axes and all kinds of stuff. He does puppets and jokes. And his daughter, they come in and they own the Castle Rock Improv down there. So,
Oh, okay, cool.
yeah, he comes in. I do have stand up. I've had a few, Dead Bird. I'd like to give a shout out to Dead Bird. He comes in. He's a great comedian. He's been on there. He also filled in for drums while I was gone on fires this year. So,
Oh, okay.
yes, Dead Bird. Good shout out, Dead Bird.
Yeah,
And,
nice. And then we got another comment there that's somebody commented, says, I'll have to come see you guys soon. Yes, you got to come check
Oh, well,
out.
that's Zachronius, which is Matt Klaczynski. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, y'all check him out. He's around town.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was yelling Frenchie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
He's a great friend.
Yeah, he's a good little
actually
guy.
played
Yeah,
with
he's
me quite a bit,
good
so
guy. Good guy.
we
Yes.
love you.
Very
We love
cool.
you, man.
Awesome. Well,
Yes.
I just thought of an idea.
Yeah.
How about I come to your open mic and I chug a couple of beers and see how fast you can chug them on stage?
Do it. Hey. Yes, I'll tell you what. When you come to the
we're
show,
sponsored by PBR, right? Like, you're really sure you want to take us on to that?
yeah, it's sponsored by
tell you-
PBR.
I can tell you right now, I'm not going to do pretty good.
Now, what you do is during "Son of a Bitch," that's when you want to.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's,
tell you what,
let's
man.
do it then. Yeah. What do?
Back in the day, I could put those things down that way. Shoot, not anymore, man.
Yeah.
Not anymore. All
It's,
right.
it's a lot of fun. We
Well,
just
awesome.
want to support a lot of other folks, and
Yes.
we've had some past members. Do you mind if I mention them?
Yeah, go
real
ahead.
quick?
No, go ahead. Yeah.
All right, and I have kind of a theory as well. Once you're in Atomic XPerience, you're always in Atomic XPerience.
All right, cool.
And so, we started out Guy Rogers, first lead singer, Jorge Angelini, Tracy Detmer, Sweet Tea. And then we had, after that, we had Tamala Cameron with Gene is playing bass, Gene Ing, Tamala
Okay.
Cameron.
Yep.
And then we have Steve Bonanzinga that came along way before that. And
Yep.
then Mike Saddam way before that.
Okay.
And then now we have Rob and Fritchie and Paul and me.
Yeah.
And, so, we'll see who comes next year. So that's kind of a thing. We rotate around and, like I say, you guys are always welcome. Everybody knows they are.
Yeah, so shout out to those guys, right?
They play with
Yeah,
us
good
every
shout
time
out to
we're
you
around
all,
anyway.
past members and future members, what have you. And, and we'll just keep Atomic XPerience going, my theory is I booked the gig. If y'all guys can't make it, we fill in. We call all kinds of people to come
Okay.
and fill in for us.
Very cool.
So,
Nice.
if you're watching, who knows, you may get a call to come and fill in sometime.
Yeah,
we've
for
had
sure.
some great folks.
Awesome.
Dave Dran is one, filling a few times. Just last show we had Bill Guernsey and Sean Gould and all, Brandon from Petrus. I'd like to name everybody and do it all, but
Yeah, for
it's-
sure.
Gosh, the list is long. So,
Well, awesome. Well, yeah, it definitely sounds like you guys are supporting it in a big way. And again, that's a big question for the local vibe here is how do you support local music? And ladies and gentlemen, as you can tell, this band does a lot of that, right? So we definitely appreciate that, guys, and giving it back to the local music community. So, well, awesome. Well, very good. And so, yeah, now what I would like to do before we're getting close to the end here, what I would like to do is kind of go around the room. Anything else that you guys would like to say? We'll start with Rob. Anything else, Rob, that's on your mind?
Have a happy holiday.
Yes, happy holiday, guys. Yeah, don't forget that. Yeah, it's Merry Christmas time and Happy New Year, and enjoy that with your time and your family. Frenchie.
Yeah. So I mean, it's gonna be along the same line. Just enjoy your family. If there's any music you see around, go and watch live music. That's gonna bring some love in your heart.
Absolutely, live music. Yes, 100% agree with that. Paul.
Well, hopefully we'll have a great year next year. And happy holidays to everybody. And any day now, I'm going to be a grandpa again.
Oh, yay. Cool. Wow. Okay. Congratulations, Paul.
Any day. So,
okay.
The scheduled birth date, my son Alex and his wife Danielle in Brooklyn, Greenpoint. It's a boy, and it was scheduled for Christmas Day.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Okay.
But you never know.
Name him Jesus.
But
Jesus.
That's what we got coming. Okay.
Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. All right, Paul. Well, congratulations. That is some great news, man.
Yes.
Yep. I hope all you guys have a very blessed Merry Christmas and a great Happy New Year. And we'll definitely get you guys back in the studio again. It was definitely fun playing some music, with you guys here live at the local vibe. And again, you guys, mention it to anybody else down there. If you want to bring other musicians in here, we'll be streaming live on YouTube and then posting that up as well. Okay.
Yes. Oh, by the way,
yes,
you can catch me live at Red Rocks April 12th, Sunday.
Yeah.
At the gallery. Thank you to Laura Whitlock.
All right.
For hooking us up with that. Thank you very much.
Awesome. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Very cool. All right. Well, before I end, I want to go back to my sponsorship video again, and definitely want to thank Ernesto for supporting the local vibe right here. All right, Michael, let's get that played up there. All right, that's event and airport transportation, www.limo. Tell them Fast Eddie sent you, and he's going to hook you up at 720-699-1575. Tell him Fast Eddie sent me here, and I want you to take me to my destination, Red Rocks, the airport, the ski resorts, wherever you want to go, man. This guy's going to hook you up, right? And then I also want to mention a couple of shows that I got coming up here in my outro. The schedule here at the local vibe, we're going to stay pretty busy, man. We got the schedule all the way booked right now till like April, which is awesome. Yeah, so this is taking off.
Nice.
Taking off really good. And so we're going to take a little bit of break for the Christmas and the New Year's holiday, but then we'll be back on Thursday, January 8th. There's a band here that's local as well called Orchard Road. They're going to be in the studio, and they'll be coming here, and they might be performing as well, and then we'll doing some interviews as well. And then on Thursday, January 15th, Jake Gill is going to be signing in via Mobo, and he is a country artist, and is going to be signing on. So, yeah, again, only right here at the local vibe, all the local music as we support all you guys. So once again, thank you very much, everybody, for tuning in, subscribing, and supporting this channel. And guys, why don't you guys look at the camera, and we'll wave goodbye to everybody before we end this on this lovely, beautiful Friday night. We'll see you guys.
Do the Brady Bunch thing.
Yeah,
Hold
let's
on
do
a
the
minute.
Brady
Let's
Bunch
do
thing.
this.
All
Bye,
right.
guys. Bye. Bye, Eddie. Do this.
All right. Thank you very much, guys. We'll see you later.